Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
I want you to join me today listening to what Honorable Kwamina has also come out to say about Afenyo Markin's behavior in Parliament. And in fact, it's too disturbing. And no one knows why he's doing that, whether to keep himself relevant in the public or not. Without much time wasting, I want you to join me listening to what he said about it into detail. This station still remains PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, like, and also share to other members to watch as well. Thank you. You can equally send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number. It is 0277 128 777, or leave a comment at the comment section. Thank you.
Munyam e wasa kwan no so afeye mmra e say de wo constituency for constituency hunu say wa ban na wo so enti expectation is high but me ni kwan wo hwe appointment yi a e koso yi a wo say aban bi aba akwaya say empanifo bi asom ne ya say yi wo mo ane asa the positions ama wo mo mpanifo na no but this time around enema sesa kakra wo hu ni say.
Well, I think that the appointing officer on no jirichiri and on Morokodo. And then one on you want when you want capabilities and competence. His Excellency John Dramani is a very lucky man. He's a lucky man because only in the only president, only in the only manner why a president 3 times in a country. Professor Okabibin obey president. The next election obey president. Nasisa was not a president. So he knows the dynamics of the country. And on him, and as we said, no contribution, no job. Nobody knows what contribution anybody has put in. But onward stage, should be able to identify one hour, contribute well to the party coming back to power. And as he said, he's here to make sure that Obi make a name for himself. And Ofide say, he has the prerogative to change anybody at any time. In no sure after a year, let me do reshuffling. You come and do the work. I like the youthful front of Wana Wapiko now. That means he's looking at a succession of people taking over the country at a certain point in time. I mean, my point of view, there's a whole time also here. Just be patient.
Okay. Just
be patient. You may even be marveled about it.
A bedroom so.
Ubodudu. And the Yamfa Yen Nimzi Yamfanta one was on urban nature there. If I were there, in Kame my and if indeed this person is doing this, I will let me also add what I think. Namafamana also succeed. Once the person succeed, we equally succeed.
Okay.
Because this year now, NDC's ability to win the next election is dependent on their performance now. And if you all don't come together and help NDC to win and then succeed, we also not succeed. And if you are looking for a post somewhere, work now so that your term will also come for you to have the post. So for me, I'm more than comfortable whatever the president is doing.
Okay. No, minority leader can be President Mahama Mapagana for Chow. Now the task ahead, eso. And it says 60 now kind of more. And then so you hear chia 2017 wabra MPP take over now. Sabria kwani debt to GDP say 56%.
That's right.
Inflation was around 54%. And then your friend say your debt
inflation,
your total debt was around 120,000. Over sector by sector and then the economy no grow over IMF predictions exactly. But Nana Akufo-Addo can say eduma boom 120 MPs.
Yeah.
And then compare that time that period to 2025 and can say Bianca NDC here 150 ministers.
And 500.
And 500 because eduma is huge.
Yes.
A huge responsibility. And economy, every sector, every angle biano baby I say. And or can say 60. Yeah, you will need to cry. I can't want them say, 60 no. Other one, you say regional minister 16 be free one. I'm an 44.
Right.
Deputy si wo mu ana. Na we de said ya de kwai de said abre. I was so pebi de kan ho. Enti honorable Afenyo Markin asem kan no wo so mu sei. say adwuma ne so enti sister yayi 16 regional ministers free mu afa yayi ministers aka best few ayi na say ministry bi ko onye deputy ya dia no ebetimi mubetimi dia ye adwuma say the Ghana for hwehwe.
Well, I'm feed Ozikan Kodo ye minority leader on mom nankodo or apologize to the good people of Ghana. Because indeed, say I'm a Morocco, me if you are Benin, Mamo CD to 3 cities 90% or 4 cities to 20%, right? For $1. Mamo inflation of something within the decade of 13 or 8%. Then Mamo or friend then fuel 1 liter is this amount of money. Now Awaba, you campaign on the fact that you bring in a lean government. Now governments we increase the number of ministers to a certain number, which was more or which is more than Maye Zijawa. Who should be apologizing to the other? And here you have a man, Honorable Show there. Despite all the challenges we are facing, challenges are our crew. You, the minority leader in your government, one our crew that much challenges in your that war. And this man comes in and says that regardless of I can still work with this number of people and make sure that we achieve what we have to do. You should be clapping for him. In any case, if he says, okay, me pede, me 5 come on, he has that right. The constitution gives him the right to appoint as many people so far as he thinks that man. But I believe that he has a reason for doing that. And the ministries be so that you don't have to get so many ministries coming up. Now, exactly to reduce the number of oil ministers are oil the offer. And see, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, 16 crowd, I has it do. I has it do 80. Okay, 80 and 100 numpa. It is still less than oil MPP.
Yes, and then Afenyo can because on say ni 16 Afenyo can say edwuma ne so.
Edwuma no so because one no be saying. And no refugee one and no you they were less than my necessary Akufo was one baby. And so no benya more ministers, more than mono necessary John Dramani Mam OJ. And all baby no catch there. After studying the economy, I think I can make with 60.
Okay.
So allow him to make with 60.
Okay.
If there's a need for him to come and justify why or those become
okay.
But they should rather apologize to Ghanaians for spoiling the economy. To them making every sector be I say. Every sector be I say. And she say also the urban wa being here. It doesn't have to be the people, it's about efficiency. And on feed the phone would my efficient enough for us to be able to make things okay. And see, me feel that Afenyo should allow the president to be. Let him do what he thinks he can do. He's a strategist, he's a communicator, and should be able to do exactly what he has asserted that he will do.
Mosha, honorable pressure damoso. NDC aban we. Wo hwe said the near si kona expectation ya de na area pressure damoso.
Of course. You have an economy where 7.3 people are living in abject poverty. It's a serious challenge. You have an economy where about 7 million Ghanaians are not working. We've school since 2017, 2018. They are all staying at home. And there's no job. Unemployment rate is around 13-15%. A whole economy, you have the youth not working. It's a challenge. And I think that Enyama was a Gufumun will help us to get to a place where Yawumbotoyen. One, you are looking at apprenticeship program. On your Bia Nodoko University. On your Bia Snow University or Tiodo. There are some people who may go into fashion. There are some people who may go into other areas, or but they will use one son was the age, right? So here's a president who is saying that okay, even though we are in school, all those who are interested in doing ABCD, my band is prepared to make sure that on Sabeka Azibia Ebeya. I'll make those library environment for you to learn on Sunday. Was that war? There's this 24-hour economic policy. There, Yempede Ubiabe 5 to 8 and 8 to 5. Ebi na kofi no biswaba no
formula 888
exactly.
Okay.
And these are ways of create job. And you see, as you are creating job, you are also increasing your revenue generation. Samemu kujuma 8 to 5. At the end of the month, man continue with your tax onto them.
Yeah.
Good. I will call. Okay, you 8 hours. You put your tax at the end of the month. Doesn't pay 8 hours. I'm submit your tax. Minyanku bisu babe 8 and Ian 3 no, you pay tax, and we have generated revenue enough so that it will not give us the government to come and tax you again.
Okay.
Why should we come and tax you when we have added additional 2 people to what we are already receiving?
And the finance minister and Chemo the buyer said, one may introduce new taxes, and then the existed ones, no, one may increase, you know. Because he left the crown. On some people for an can say, Muchamua, a bear or how, betting Muchamua, a bear or how, and money are not to say, there are other means are ways to raise the revenue.
That's right.
Okay. Honorable person me bought honorable Quadro upon chroma video be.
Okay.
Na meje or submission, na meje wadrenche.
That's okay.
Okay. Muko parliament no, they are finance minister after almost swearing in on the energy minister no can be say. Energy Minister John Jinapo. Ghana form person or more better say ya doom kania. Ghana form per excuses be
right.
Ghana for per se or backup fuel pump so I could to fuel. Nay two. And when the Ghana need pebiate, then now the enchilemu be a explanation be a ba. Ghana form person or better say your bills, electricity bills,
cannot be paid, yeah.
Akosro. Yempesi ebehunu bie
right
enti okanya BBC finance minister so de so so betwa yi levim wo ba betwa betting tax wo so ba be ye de ben afen so say revenue mobilization so kra no wo ba benya ne bebre de Ghana from person betie ne say wo di new taxes e ba and I said the existed ones those existed no so kra no wo ba ye review na wo di bia ka ho say de no di kan wo he ba bia 2017 MPP aban eje Ghana free ye na baby om di Ghana adru such comments no say a free MPP side e ba eya wo so mu say
I think the way one kasere kasem po ma me unde awara unde asamo record when you ezi ejuma are you getting the point? Yes, abanamo abaremba Jumson one kasa wo claim den ye ya said ma bibia ma yenyi dubio aba benim. It is now coming back. You are not criticizing yourself, but I hope that criticize will be full. You have more timelines there, but yeah, damage jumana or yeah, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Wakan. I would have wished them to obey a phone. Now that my timeline no swan. Nasi ya it may be John Bibi. Mamuska, yeah, by his cow gunning in 1.22 billion.
122.
Yes, 122 billion. Our ebefido, you are hitting over 700 billion. You are not complaining about what you have done, but will be our master now or you are the one attacking. We feel that it is too early for them to start doing these blame games. We are still appointing our ministers. All the ministers will go back to their respective sectors. In some way, they will let us know. Then we'll be able to craft strategies about all these challenges that we are. I believe in the competence of the people that have been appointed so far.
Okay. Too early. Said you okay. Say baby, I'm going to Ghana free. Any baby, I'm going to Ghana do. We be Ghana one more can say from a liter, fuel liter, 4 cities. It says around base 15 cities. Now because Ghana from person better so good and then baby adapt to GDP. A do money at the other. But ocean so. Omo betimi agina so daache e dey propaganda e dey tiamunti Ghana for be e kan and then President Mahama so kora kan say every sector when your opportunity na kokoda no a ma yehu the state of affairs
exactly
only omo ya adwene say omo brief Ghana for
yes say my music can NCC the government should make sure that whatever information is there no is disclosed mo bi ehun ebe 100,000 about you, and Pocho maybe 100,000 about you. 100,000, since I had no, you pay 50 years a day, you pay 20 years a day, and you say, oh, son, damn not see. You pay a coniacal pay, damn skiers ba, Obi Abin Yajma, in Yajma, or taxes, but you can in Abuma, or 1 trillion. 1 trillion, you pay a hospital, you pay you are just disclose the information.
Okay.
Once Ghanaians are happy to get the information, one pound radio, Dumpungasa, the one can a because they have the facts. So disclosure of information is vital as far as I am concerned. Put your issues on the table. Everybody sees it and they are able to make any informed decision. Yeah, in Edama, Obabwa, how can you print money and we are not aware you've printed money? Emma, these things should have been disclosed, and as it's a criminal activity. Emma, until let us know. Yeah, that's what I was saying. All these ministers will go back to their sector ministry. As I handing over notes was Bomobia, they will know. They will let us know. Chedema, Honorable Jinapo, started the audit closely. Yes, the code, yeah, day. Even offended than electricity, we're going to have issues. MPP, we're going to have issues. They had to quickly do some magic to make sure the your lights will be on. So if we didn't know about this, if you had not been there, so every minister, go to your sector ministry, disclose whatever it is there. Let us all appreciate what is there, and the steps that you are taking to ensure that as I remember Ghana Ghana free and Casa.
Okay, Yenti Honorable Kwadwo Ponko Mamra Yeba Yebeto Aso.
Okay.
Eugene Bannon. I wish you for NT Cape Coast North Member of Parliament and Nkomo and the Afa is a ninth Parliament.
Honorable John Jinapo, our brother, is well versed in the subject of energy and finance. He has offered a lot of explanations about take or pay and things that are going on in the past. Mr. Speaker, no matter the explanations you give, and I speak as a former member of cabinet, a few lessons that we can share with our colleagues. No matter the explanations that you give, what the people of Ghana are waiting for is that fuel prices don't go up, the electricity prices don't go up, the fuel is available at the pumps, that the lights don't go off. We wish our brother well, and we hope he delivers in that area. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Dr. Tuforson spoke about 4 things that I want to briefly comment on. One was on raising revenue. The Honorable Dr. Tuforson says that his target is to move tax to GDP ratio from 13% to about 18%. That's about 500 basis points. Mr. Speaker, 1% of GDP is about 10 billion Ghana cedis. So to move it from 13 to 18 is about 50 billion Ghana cedis. At a time when, as we have agreed across the political divide, some tax handles should be removed. E-levy, COVID, betting. E-levy and COVID alone, nothing less than 20 billion. So what he's promising us is that he's going to take away about 20 billion from the revenue handles, but still grow it by another 50. We are hoping that he will do that without introducing new taxes or renaming some of the taxes. And whatever he will do in that area, we will support him and help him. If it works well and Ghana moves to 18% of GDP, it works well for all of us. Mr. Speaker, he spoke about expenditure cuts and says that he's committed to it. On this side of the House, we had already advertised that we are looking forward to about a cut of 3% of GDP. So we'll be looking forward to the expenditure cuts that he will present in his first budget, and we'll help him to achieve it. However, Mr. Speaker, whatever cuts we do, we should ensure that quality of projects are not being sacrificed. We should expect that ongoing projects that are delivering value to Ghanaians are not sacrificed. Yesterday, the Honorable Agboja at his vetting mentioned that commitment on roads is about 100 billion. That means about 100 billion worth of road projects ongoing. These cuts, we are hoping, will not lead to a stop of the major critical road and other infrastructure projects across the country. Mr. Speaker, the third thing he spoke about, which I want to briefly comment on, is debt management. That under his administration, they will do better in debt management. At the same time, he's considering taking some more money from the IMF. That's not a grant, that's debt. What is that debt going to do? Worsen our debt situation or improve it? So, Mr. Speaker, we'll be looking forward to these things and helping our brother Ato to achieve those objectives. And finally, the respected minority leader drew attention to the fact that when the president issued the EI on the ministries, he said Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. But Honorable John Jinapo, our brother, is well versed in the subject of energy and finance. He has offered a lot of explanations about take or pay and things that are going on in the past. Mr. Speaker, no matter the explanations you give, and I speak as a former member of cabinet, a few lessons that we can share with our colleagues. No matter the explanations that you give, what the people of Ghana are waiting for is that fuel prices don't go up, the electricity prices don't go up, the fuel is available at the pumps.
But So what's intimate way?
Well, it's interesting, maybe could you something, but I think it's in the right direction.
Okay.
It's in the right direction because I don't feel the wako. My walk and Yama on Sidama from where we are coming from. And as a word of caution,
okay,
we'll make sure there's a Okocha Inima. You should look out for the alternative revenue or friend ways are Obotum, Wama Ska Awaba. And at Mama I even tried using the 24-hour economy a bit to show you some aspect of what they generate.
My dream bus.
That's right.
Okay.
So, what other alternative ways what will raise oil revenue? Even if they decide to go to the IMF, that means it's a negotiation that would detail whether or not the debt they are going for is better or is not.
Okay.
And see, let us one more uncle, what is there? Oba, you come and talk to us and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say what by Madika party in our power.
That's right.
And see Cape Coast North expecting near Marcus the Oyama woman near so. They said dear papa baby.
Mammy,
and mamma's rabbi, mammy, then papa baby. One more expectation a high pa. And to going forward, you know, a dear in a see when you saw who pass away ye and in Sember and Apes or catch our constituents.
Well, Ozikan Medawana say. Meda Oya Cape Coast North constituency for us there. Unye Jisi Womumu, the Anamona me on to the previous election year no. Oto wana komado. Ma wasana mama kwenja de membrana mebejina wana name. Dema unyina wenyi waganan. O mampi washa se o chiche ni positions ama wana opede weye juma waza buwana ma yeko yeyim. Na de o mampi ni ba Cape Coast North no ono so obekade se nyame adom na se yewina oye maso ozimbesi BBP na musumetu makboa nti na don't find I want tie each the yensu yezin baba
Monday Cape Coast no for bu because atete me wale bamboy for kwad o me na manti ase say one member of parliament nya binti one mo hye ties
asense won we
na do kwad no mo bamboy de monya the whole president na ewu whole president no mo manya mo sa prefo
obi o closer but before odi nyambotara I mean onye obi no be in position I mean if I don't get the position I will not be worried. Okay. I will not be worried Sunday. First of all, I need to represent my people there. And once I'm there, I may I know where to pull some few strings. But so definitely I'll deliver. And see about to task one from Pai one tie each. Na Bibi able to me ako yakajika creepy will be a Yansanka, near to me and from Brewan. Committees so baba. And once you're able to get a committee, you call the baby papa. Yes, you will definitely do what we can do. It is true, expectations are high. But other ones what I said there, we also come to inherit BBA. We need to make sure they cushion the economy in Kakra before we can do this disbursement of initiatives and all that. But I'm very confident in His Excellency John Dramani, ma'am. I'm very, very confident. Whenever I talk to him, I feel so refreshed with ideas and strategies.
Oh
yes. Oh yes. So sometimes we need to also appreciate that opportunities. And I wish him the best. I wish the Vice President, who is also coming from my constituency, in Tina. So we've been talking. Yes, in Como, yes, that's right.
Cape Coast North.
Yes. Cape Coast North.
Yenya second Europe. So Vice President, if you constituency,
Vice President,
and you muni excuse, and this government, and this are many excuse.
Oh, we will do our best.
Yes.
Certainly. Mean there. I Prof Nana Najun or Central Region and Cape Coast North. Mimre President Muhammad Sudaman, because anytime Yoba keeps he's very happy. The way Jinodo Yamanajin, he also had a soft spot for Cape Coast North. In the Adoma, whatever he's doing, he consider the Central Region and also Cape Coast North.
How be a dear how constituency. Nyamia buaya said your casabana na lobby ya nye nyamia buaya o party aba power no se unsaka unya enu dia uhunu se wanya dia wani beji pa o constituency ni beji pa
se nyamia adum na mentimi factories to do my constituency. I'll be very happy.
Okay.
Na menya nkofo be yedwuma ma won so akedo raga bay ma yensu yenyi mam so menya misa no edwuma even though my bro
be no dia na wo hono mo a e bia farming and fishing and say okay
your fishing community fishing community no majority of them is have no now they are into Gary production.
Okay,
if I made to get a very big Gary production or factory or it will serve a very good purpose. You can even export some to Nigeria. School feeding. That's it. And see, that is one of the things. I mean, there's two communities here across all in the scene.
Okay.
They're also into Gary production.
Okay.
You have to get that factory for them. I'll be very happy. And fruits.
Okay.
Fruit factories that will also help because majority of farmers now want to be also into fruit production and also but I have a personal stuff apart from the AstroTurf now. And I'm talking to some few people. Now me I don't say we are able to finalize that decision now. We also bring a soccer factory there. You buy jerseys, you buy football boots, you buy balls nazi in Cape Coast North. So one from Pabonte said I'll get some people working.
Apart from them, youths, one more pay mama because I dear mama went to one mama. Hey, what house our bank have a paid you?
Yes, that's it.
Baby, I prepared you, ma. And you might never be with Chroma. Oh, it's football lessons so power.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's one of the
black time.
Oh, see, I'm sure they will pick it up to get there.
I'm going to say, if you are coming near China,
but I think we will get there. Cape Coast in factory. The only factory we have is a private one. I mean Sangari, but CCI is under the One District One Factory Initiative.
Okay. Now what are that?
No.
Okay.
Now only Guye.
Okay.
And
very
vampire with the One District One Factory Initiative.
Okay.
But still, the funds not here. It wasn't what they got, and it's still struggling.
Okay.
And then I think in there I was with the Honorable Samuel Atamils. We were talking about factories in Central Region are able to be Abua, and we also mentioned Commander Sugar Factory and all that. And see, we'll be pushing for those ones for Yenso Yensa.
Okay. Honorable Bibi or Hon Mapese or can.
Well, Mef Kade Ghana for me in Yabuta.
Okay.
So busy 8 years, I say, mana yin 2 months, 3 months, you're bringing immediately. Into patience now when you more busy 8 years saying one so you when your patience man within the first 6 months. Now I'm sure that by the time we'll be appointed in the area, no be our sector ministry room or kodo. Since you're in MCs, so we are just still floating. We need to know exactly what is going on all the other municipalities in each respective.
Well, the MC, you know, I say interviews never see a cost. Who will be out supporting?
Well, my places were like 12. The whole Cape Coast, North and South, you're one Metropolitan Assembly.
Okay.
One of our contests, they are 22.
Okay.
And then out of 22, 10 are from my side.
Okay.
And then the other ones are from Cape Coast South.
Okay.
I mean, it's an interview.
Okay.
Then we'll all go and support.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the MCs that were there, we worked with them.
Okay.
They were with the other party, but we still work with them.
Okay.
And so that means that there's room for us to equally work, regardless of whoever occupies the seat.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wish all of them the best.
Okay. So, anyone on one. Okay. Yabadasi. For Cape Coast North NDC Member of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Kwame Minta Nyako Boga. But I was honorable a appointment because our educationist. We ran a background baby of free banana. We call a deputy education a sector on because there are who scholarship for corporation there and a UCC Crawford who sponsor one more anyway now education side ministry on a beboa.
I receive.
I was try home.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time on the channel. And once again, say, God bless you. And to our new members, I will urge you to subscribe to the channel before logging out because we have more in stock coming your way and you cannot afford to mix out. Do so for us. Share the link as well. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV now so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.